So good morning, welcome to Southern CrossGO. My name's Grant. If you're new to the channel, it's nice to meet you. Now today I'm going to show you what we basically do on a daily routine and what we do for a living. It's probably my most asked question by people, how do you survive here? So I'll just show you a typical day for us in Bali, Indonesia. So you'd swear you'd be in Ubud at the moment. Look at it. All the penjors out right in the middle of Pemagan. Beautiful. So we're on Jalan Raya Pemagan at the moment. Let's get our breakfast. A little Soto AM. Very good.
Good morning.
Got the chicken there for the Soto.
Yes. Soto
Soto
ayam.
AM. This is the Soto soup. Alright, so this is Soto Surabaya. And you can see they've got this little flossy stuff on top. Well, that's actually krupuk, like these things are krupuk, and they crush them up. They're prawn krupuk. So and they mix. So it's different everywhere you go all over Indonesia. The soto is different, but you've always got to put your lime juice and a bit of sambal in it. I actually like this soto. It's pretty good. Same but different everywhere you go. You know? This one they only use ayam kampung, which is like the village chicken, different type of chicken than the broiler chicken that most people use.
Ya, itu dihapus ya. Udah nggak ada. Kok disuruh? Nggak apa-apa, masuk YouTube nanti masuk.
He is camera shy.
Nggak apa-apa, nanti terkenal, nanti datang orang makan. Ya, kita suka video makan. Oh, gitu.
Yes, makanan. So that's cheap breakfast, 36,000. 36,000. So $3.50. So. Terima kasih, Bu. It's really busy because there's big ceremonies going on. I think it's full moon tomorrow night. Yesterday was Saraswati, and today there's something else going on. I don't know what it is, but they're all heading that way. It's a big something or other going on down there, some other ceremony. So we just stopped to get some satay ikan. It's fish satay tuna. Looks good, look. So they're pretty big actually, so we're going to try some tuna satay. What's this, like pepes, is it?
Yeah, pepe.
Oh yeah, it's got different types of pepes.
Kamu mau tuna?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So these ones are satay lilit, where they... Alright. And they sort of squash it on a stick, when this is just chunks of tuna. This one's alright, so this is the satay tuna, big chunks of it. Let's try it out. Good. You can try something in it? Oh yeah. And these are the ones different, the little ones that are, I think this just chunky tuna one's better. It's got like a good sambal bumbu on it. Yeah, it's good. So all of that was 20,000, 18,000, I think, about $2. Very good. Okay, so we've got to buy some stuff for Yuli's shoppy. She's run out of the fans, the little batik hand fans. This is the Kumbasari markets. And we're in here pretty early, so a lot of the shops won't be open yet, but we're only just going in just to buy this one thing. I'm not really going to do a review on the place. I've done a video on it before, try and find it and put it in the end screen. But yeah, we're just going in to get some fans, and that's about it. So if you want cheap clothes and that, you can see everything's just starting to open up. If you want cheap stuff, this is the place to come. This is where a lot of the people buy and then resell again, so that's what we do. Little things like these fans, you know. So, alright, so everything's not open yet. It's just starting to open up. There's 3 different levels. Sort of wood carvings and wooden stuff. I really do like these with the mother of pearl, the shell inlay. They look good, don't they? Very nice fruit bowls. These are art shops. So they sell some jewellery. Just full of paintings, look. So if you wanted something for your wall art and that, this would be the place. Alright. It's even, wow, look at it all. This whole section's just art. Just hundreds and hundreds of them. Then there's another floor up here too. Just keeps going, 3 floors of everything you can think of. Anything you'd find in any other market around would be here in this market. Now this other big market over here is like the food market. And overnight, every afternoon, they have a big food court. All the little stalls and all the little carts and everything come into here and have like a food market of an afternoon. But if you're after food and produce, it's that building over here. This one's all the souvenirs. Now check out these cow skulls, eh? It's a real cow skull, bone. It's all carved. How unreal is that? You never get it through customs, but it'd be good to hang on your wall over here, I suppose. There's another one. Okay, so I'll just go downstairs because I don't go near Yuli when she's buying, especially buying bulk, because they see me and they just jack the price up. So I'll let her do what the stuff's. Now she buys them packets of fans, the Batik hand fans for about, I don't know, and sells them for $2 each on Shopee or something. But most of them get sold internationally, actually, go to Malaysia and other countries like that, most of the fans, because anyone can buy them here. They don't really buy them here much in Indo, but she sells a lot of them and they all go international, yeah. It just keeps going and going. It's a pretty big building and there's in all the levels. When all these shops are open, there's literally hundreds of shops. So this is basically what sort of thing we do every day, you know. We run around, you know, buying material and stuff and dropping material at tailors and picking up dresses and buying stuff to resell on Yuli's Shopee account. So that keeps us going. It's a bit of extra income, you know. It's actually one of our main incomes. But there's a lot of work involved in it. There's a lot of running around and stuff. So with YouTube, normally when we're doing this sort of thing, daily chores, we stop at Warrongs and eat and I just film it. That's sort of how it goes. I don't really specially too much go out and film places. I just do it part of our daily routine. If I come across something I'm going to eat, I film it and put it on, you know. So Yuli makes a lot of different types of dresses and clothes and stuff, but the ones she doesn't, maybe there's different styles of dresses like these that she doesn't actually have. Well, yeah, she'll come in places like this, buy them and just resell them again. So if people ask for something and want something different, well, she goes and finds it and sends it to them, you know. So, but mainly she's got her own products and, you know, you make a lot more by making the dresses and that yourself. So, but yeah, to keep customers happy, we do buy and resell as well, as do most people on Shopee Network. We sell to a lot of resellers ourselves that actually buy off us and then resell again. Wow, how many did you get? How many packets for? 40 fans. See these little fold out Batik fans. How much a pack?
600.
Huh? Yeah, I got some little bracelets as well. She just buys different dream catchers. You've never sold them before, have you? I try to sell. There's a lot of big ones, some nice ones around there, big white ones. And, yeah. Anyway, that's about it. So we've got that, and now we're probably going to hunt some breakfast or something like that.
That way.
Which way?
That way.
Which way?
Let's show you.
Okay, so just near the Kumasari markets, little place that's called Kadai Napan. It's a warkop. Now, warkops are like a warung coffee or like a wattel, which is telephone, internet, things like that. So just call them a warkop. Hello. So, so we got upstairs as well. We'll go check it out. So we're going to get Hainan chicken.
Yep.
It's very cheap. 28,000, $2.80.
Beef.
We got beef Hainan. No, I get chicken.
Yeah.
And they got coffee. If you buy coffee, you get a free bakpo.
Yep.
So a lot of people just come here. A lot of people come and just hang out, do their shopping here around the markets, and come here, hang out, use the internet, and just hang out for the day. Yeah. Those walk-ups aren't really that popular around the tourist areas because every coffee shop's got internet anyway. But where the locals hang out. All over Indonesia, they've got little warkops everywhere where people just come and hang out. Look at that, they've got a machine, proper coffee. Very nice. And Yuli got, as usual, a green tea latte thing. Thank you. Alright, it's our Hainan chicken. It's got a bit of steamed chicken, Hainan chicken, you get a little soup with it. A little bak pos with your coffee. Some sambal. So with Hainan chicken, you normally put your soup onto the rice. Gives it a bit of flavour. It's like a, I don't know, maybe a chicken type soup or something. Bit of the steamed chicken. Might have bones in it. I don't know. Very good. So these are bak po. It's like a steamed bread. They're Chinese bread. This one's got chocolate in the middle. You get, some of them have got like beans and stuff, mashed beans and all different flavours you can get in the bottom. You see little motorbikes running around selling bak po, and that's what it is, just steamed bread. They're very good, but chocolate, it's like Nutella or something in the middle. So this little place is just around the corner from the Kumbasari market. It's probably 100 metres, 150 metres. And it's more or less Chinatown, Denpasar, the start of Chinatown, yeah. So for the 2 Hainan chickens and 2 coffees, what do you get, a mocha latte?
Matcha latte.
Matcha latte. She loves that green tea lattes, and I just got a normal coffee latte. And the 2 Hainan chickens with rice and that, it's about $10, 100,000. Okay, now we're finished at the market. Have some breakfast. We're going to head off and pick up some material. And yeah. Thank you. So these are good supermarkets. There's a few of them around Tiara Dewata, and this one's in Sopatan. So we're just going to go in here, grab a couple of things, and head on to the material shop. Tiara Dewata. It's basically a big supermarket, giant supermarket. We come in here and buy oranges all the time. Got good cheap oranges. Got a big meat selection and everything you think of basically. They're just supermarkets. There's a couple of ones around. There's a big one in Denpasar and this one. So yeah, they're good to shop at. They're fairly cheap, and it's all the locals sort of shop here really. So, and they've got some imported stuff too. So this one in Sopatan also has a big food court. And they've got a special thing here for gimme pies, sell gimme pies. So if you want pies, come in here and get your pies. And it's got a big food court as well in here. Okay, so this is our tailor. We've got some dresses and that to pick up. You just pick them up and we can take probably, I don't know, nearly 100 on a motorbike in a sack. So they're in bundles of like 10, probably take, I don't know. So we've got 40 or 50 to pick up. And Nelly just sits here and folds them all up, and packages them and gets them ready to sell. Yeah. Alright, so this is an order to go to another reseller in Guyana. Alright, so I got 2 sackfuls, about how many is that? 120? 120 Captain's kimonos off to Guyana. And then Yuli sells to that girl, and she's a reseller. She'll sell again, put online or sell overseas or whatever. Put in the shops in Guyana and Ubud. So if you're after sarongs, we have got stock, like stock. It's just sarongs are very short. These are the hand painted ones. These ones are a bit more expensive. These are the printed ones. These are the tie-dye ones. We just got zillions, so check out Ramiani Collections on Shopee for all your sarong needs. I hope you like that video. It's just showing more or less our daily routine, what sort of things we do, what we do for a living, and yeah, just basic daily life in the villages, I suppose. So anyway, if you like the video, know the drill, thumbs up and all that, and I hope to see you on the next video. Thank you.